Everybody, how's it going? How was everyone's day? How's this for a stat? You ready? I just saw this from Bespoke Invest. They said that so far this year, there have only been 2 days, in which the SPY opened green and closed green on the same day. We are in a position for that to happen right now, but don't worry, there's still time to blow it. We got 28 minutes left in this session, so hit that like button. It's time for that to close right now. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Joel, how's that for a stat? Do you like that?
Yeah, you just put the hexamone on the market, Spencer.
I just merely
You just did. There you go.
I doth merely readeth the tweet.
So so Spencer, you said we're gonna end red?
I didn't say anything. I said no such thing. I'm just reading from Bespoke, and according to Bespoke,
What did you do, Spencer? Look at this. Look at this. This is a 1-minute chart. What did you just do?
according to Bespoke, from December 28th through February 1st, the SPY traded below the prior day's close 25 trading days in a row, which was the longest streak in over 10 years. So, as I said, we are in a position to buck the trend here today. We are in a position to open higher and then close higher. What a novel concept, everyone.
You know, that's I do like that statistic because it really describes this market. Over how long of a period of time this has been?
It's going back to the 28th of December. So
yeah, I mean, because what do we talk about? What have we been We've been saying sell the rip, right? And what else is a rip more than, 50, 60 handles like today? Unfortunately, I was probably trying it all the way to the end of December and getting my face ripped off. But no, that's a great point. Let's run down what's going on so far. And we're not too far away from we opened the regular session. What do I talk about? I talk about the pre-market high, 44.68. Boom. Couldn't get there. Made 3 or 4, 5 pokes at it. 64 and a quarter, your regular session high. And this 44.36 means absolutely nothing to me. I was hoping for us to get into the 44 lower or upper 44.20s. That hasn't happened yet. So that's what we're looking at. Crude couldn't recover, down 340, 92.07, but stay tuned. That could flip green by the end of the session the way crude trades. Gold backing off, down 15.20 after 2 robust days at 18.54.20. Silver, that's getting the whoops. That's down almost 2%, 23.38. Bitcoin hanging in there, up almost $2,000, 1930 at 44.135. Ethereum futures going higher on a bigger percentage basis, up $220.50 at 3117.50.
Okay, so in all seriousness, what actually happened, it was not me, Joel, but what actually happened was as we went live here, Joe Biden went on the television and started talking about Russia. It's funny because we were just commenting before we went live on it's been such a quiet day on the Russia front, and well, he's speaking right now. He's speaking as we're speaking, so
yes,
he's saying that everyone let's pump the brakes on the narrative that the Russians are packing up their bags and going home. Let's pump the brakes on that narrative here. So,
oh boy!
So
look at that.
Yeah.
And someone show the Biden that stat about the market? He can't break that. Biden's pumping the brakes now. Pre-market prep was pumping the brakes at 8:00 this morning. I mean, what? Who knows what's going to happen? I mean, still, if I'm a leader of a major country, which I'm not, I'm not starting a ground war. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. I'd go cyber attacks. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We will see what happens. I wanted to start off this show here by talking about Virgin Galactic, the stock of the day. This thing it just goes to show that sometimes you're probably better off not shorting stocks in the single digits because they can rip in your face on you. Space is up 30% today. In the grand scheme of things, it only comes out to $2.50, but 30% is a big number. All on the headline that tomorrow they begin accepting reservations for their flights. I have thoughts on how to trade this, but
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
All right, my thoughts are very simple. Either A, you don't, or B, if you're gonna trade this from the long side, you better have a rock solid stop somewhere, like a trailing stop on the way up or a stop loss on the way down, and stick with it. And I would have a bias towards where that congestion was from today at like the 10
Yep.
30, 1040, but whatever. The point still stands. You can trade this thing from the long side, but you better have a tight stop because when this thing falls, it will fall in your face. That's from the long side. And then from the short side, I'd almost be like hands off for me because it just went from 8 to 10 in one day. It could go to 12 or 13 tomorrow. Who wants to have any part of that? The short interest is around 25%, so there are there's 44 million shares sold short right now. So there are people that are short this thing. A lot of them are still up a lot of money. Let's not kid ourselves. Space just regained its losses from the last month. So everybody that bought this thing in the last year is still well underwater. It's not as if it's hallelujah right now for them, but we've seen crazy things happen. So hands off for me.
Wow. Did I ever train you well?
I don't know.
That was amazing, Spencer.
Oh, thank you.
You talked about the long side. You talk about the short side. It's a headline, right?
It's a headline.
It's a headline. And you know what? And there's people that are short that weren't expecting that headline. And so they got to buy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why, you got to buy. If you're short, you got to buy. If you are looking to take a position, you don't necessarily have to buy. But you buy. So the algos are out there and they're going, oh, there's bids, there's news, there's bids. And they're just jumping bids and lifting offers at the same time. And they're making the shorts pay up as much as possible. And that's what's happening today. So part news, part a headline. Boom. And they're jamming it up. So that's there we go. That's what's happening today. I'll just go on the technical side here. No position. You got to gap up to 1206. So if you want to risk $1.50, risk it, So you want to risk 75 cents, you think it's going to fill the gap at 12, then there you go. Then you got a chance. I'd say first time up to 12, unless they redded this thing through there. That's my longer term number for that. That's my 12 is my number. On the downside with Spencer, I'll just use the close for today and use that as my swing number for tomorrow.
Part of me thinks I should just abandon ship with whatever I want to talk about, and we should go stare at the SPY. Oh no, he's done now. Nope, never mind. He's done.
Yeah, done that, Spencer. You tanked the market.
No, he's done.
I'm going to tell
speaking.
Jason.
I'm
going to call Jason and tell him what you did to the market, and he's going to be up. Look at this. What Spencer, the power?
No. We are definitely going to rally into the close right now because he's done.
Oh, he's done speaking?
He's done.
Okay. All right. You guys heard it here first. We don't give investment. Spencer gives investment advice. We don't give investment advice. Here we are of 51 handles. I mean, how can we? No, you know what we'll do? We'll keep it green, and then they'll tank it overnight, right? And then you'll be in the morning like, why didn't I short it yesterday? But we're moving lower. The intraday low stands at 44.36. We're about 9 handles away from that.
I wanted to also look at car today, Avis budget.
Oh yeah.
I definitely want to co-opt the term rug pull. I know it's mostly used in the crypto space, but I want to call up it for stocks too, because this was a rug pull this morning in car. I know they had earnings, and I know it opened higher. Where did it open at 200 though? No, not quite. It opened at 190 something, I think. But straight down off the open.
Yeah, I mean, you had that big decline, and then you had all the people that, oh, this is going to have another day. It's going to go back to 550. That's what it did on last earnings report. So people are leaning long into the report. They got the gratification off the open. And then I just want you all to pay attention to, this bar here, right? This bar is the last minute of the pre-market session. So if you bought this thing on the open, if you didn't recognize instantly that you were wrong, then you need to go to Spencer School of Technical Analysis, because let's see where it opened. It's a NASDAQ stock, so they have a little bit different opening. 190.38. Boom. You go up to 191.23. You just hit 164.62. Not much down here. It could thicken up down to the low of the move at 162.70. Really nothing there. I see 69.34 low, and then I see the actual move, low of the move at 62.70. But I think it's going to thicken up with bids a little bit, especially if you were short this thing and you looked at that report and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I took this home overnight. And now it's coming in a little bit. So 162.60, low of the move. I think it's going to get a little tougher to get down there, but we'll see.
All right. Looking ahead to the earnings calendar, I'm going to bring it up on my screen right now. We got a big slate tonight and tomorrow. Look at this. We got ViacomCBS. We got Airbnb, Roblox. Joel, for awareness, I did budget time in tomorrow's show for the Lazy Boy story, because it hasn't been told in over a year, maybe 2 years at this point. So we're going to tell the Lazy Boy story on tomorrow's show. We also got Shopify tomorrow morning, Kraft Heinz, Analog Devices, The Trade Desk, Garmin, Hilton, Wingstop. So a dozen or so worthy names of discussion reporting earnings between tonight and tomorrow. The headline here is probably going to be Airbnb. I think that might be your largest in terms of market cap. Though that's just a guess.
These are tough. I mean, we'll just be consistent with the earnings plays. You never know how these things are going to react, right? And lately, it's been conference call like frenzy, right?
Well, and the other thing too is the earnings, like in the aggregate, have been good. Now, obviously, that's not to say that every company is beating or has to beat, but in the aggregate, earnings have been good. However, in the aggregate, the reactions to the reports have not been great. Although that has to do more with the overall market, and that's kind of the point here, right? Is like you can have a great report, doesn't necessarily mean your stock has to go higher. So we'll be watching for the numbers tonight, tomorrow morning, and every day, going forward, obviously, but the numbers aren't necessarily indicative of what the stock will do that day, which is unfortunate. But short term is a crapshoot. Obviously, long term, the fundies do matter. But
yeah, I mean, if someone has a hankering for one of these or some of these, I'll pull them up. I'll go wide, because anything can happen on the report. So if anybody wants to take a look at one of those, we can. If not, we can. What else was interesting? What else did Mitch bring up in the pre after the close show? The pre.
He was talking about Norwegian, right? Norwegian cruise.
The reopening trade. That's where I wanted to go.
Well, there's a lot of big reopening trade stocks reporting here. I mean, we had Marriott this morning.
We never covered that.
We didn't cover that. Between Marriott, between Airbnb, between Hilton, between what else do we have here? Oh, that's kind of it. But
see, just looking at this Marriott, this Marriott chart, it makes me not want to be short Airbnb. I mean, it's just ripping out new all-time high, Gap and Go. Let's see. Not much. Oh, look at that. If you were trying to buy the Gap, you missed it by 14 cents. New all-time high, new all-time closing high. I think, is there something besides, there's like VRBO or something like that too, right?
Yeah,
But
I always forget that exists.
that's not publicly traded, is it?
No, there is one. There is one.
What is that one? I want to take a look. What is it?
Can someone help me out here? Because I know it, but I don't know it. I'm not gonna remember it.
I know, Nick, Airbnb has an EPS of whatever, but whatever. If they show a beat, I mean, so did Amazon. That had. It's so hard. I mean, fundamentals in this market on a good report. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So VRBO is not, I guess, not public. So
Is there another one that's public?
I thought there was, but maybe there isn't. I really thought. I guess I'm thinking of VRBO.
Okay.
I don't know. Well,
Viacom. Walking Dead here. Oh no, Viacom's looking okay. Running into the report. People are bullish going into the report. It just doesn't look so. It just looks like nothing on that monthly chart since it. Who was that guy that got smoked in that thing? Wang.
Bill Wang.
Bill Wang. Yeah. Let's see. On a pop here, I look at the highs from last week. 2 in the same area. See what happens at third. That's not very far away. 37. That's a little over $1 away. You clear 37. Well, I'm not giving you good numbers here. There's another monthly high at 38. Another monthly high at 41.08, 42.07. So sorry, folks, not much of a help there. Bad report. They start to whoop it. What did you have here? I don't know. I don't know on this one. I guess I would take under 34. I might get a little interested if they collaborate. We'll see what happens. Just really the street leaning long into the report. Had a little hiccup yesterday, but back up today. So street definitely leaning long into the report.
You know what's interesting, Joel, is today we haven't said this in a long time, but today is like a broad-based good day for all the EV stocks. Every EV stock that is down like 80% in the last 12 months is having a good day today, right? Like Ride, for example, is up.
Where's Ride?
Ride is at $3.50, but I'm talking more about like QuantumScape QS, right, which is up 10% today. ChargePoint CHPT, which is up 14% today. Fisker, we talked about this morning. I think they're up today. Fuel Cell, all the EV stocks are up today. It seems like.
So what do you think the catalyst? I mean, what do you think the catalyst is for that, Spencer?
Well, there was the Fisker news this morning.
Yeah, but just kind of like think out of the box here for a second. Think out of the box. Don't think in
rising oil at 100.
Well, it's so far the rising
oil's down to 91 today.
Take it just like if you had to pick another stock that might instigate a buy, just like buying all this crap.
Well, first thing I would do is I would look at Tesla, but it's only
no. Get out of the sector. Get out of your little Spencer Israel box and think. What is a catalyst?
Ron John says the Super Bowl.
No,
that was Ron John. Don't look at me. That was Ron John.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
What do you think?
If people are buying crap today, right? What's the biggest?
Okay, so space.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a crap day. Okay,
that's
fair. I think that's fair.
Yep. I mean, I would say, and I'm not saying these stocks are AMC up $1.72.
Yeah.
GME up $10. What else is in that category? Triple BY.
You can look at ARKK. It's up 5% today, right? So there's your bogey.
Yep. There you go. A little rotation, buying that beaten down stuff. So
think, Spencer. Think. I feel like I've been stuck in Back to the Future at this point. Let's do. Someone dropped a ticker for us in the chat before I made the the EV tangent happened. Let's oh yeah, it was a Shopify. Let's look at Shopify. Formula moments.
Oh man, what a tough chart. I mean, it just got to lean on 800, right? And I hope that doesn't get cracked. On the upside, I mean, if like I had a juicy target, and believe me, anything can happen. This thing went from 1750, but if this thing gets into 4 digits, I see a couple lows around 1,000 and below 1,000, so I'll go wide. It's traded almost at 900. I'll go 800 support, 1,000 resistance. Even Spencer couldn't ruin the market today.
I said, Joel, I said we were going to rally. I said that 10 minutes ago.
We are 2 points from the pre-market high, folks. And for all you poo-pooing Biden, there you go. Biden rally.
As soon as he was done talking, I said we're going to go up now. Or whatever. What about Crocs from Jay Falcon in the chat? CROX. Wait, are they on the calendar tonight? Shoot.
What's up with Crocs? There's holes in the stock, like the holes in the shoes is up 368. New low of the man. You keep an eye off the stock. This thing goes 180 in December, and then now at one. I'll go wide on this one too. I'll say, potential support at 89.60, and on a rip, just 120s jumping out to me. But be careful for like a car move in this one. Like they jack it up and then it can't hold. But yeah, Crocs, man, that's almost they didn't need to split the stock. The market, well, it's not winner everywhere, Trent. I mean,
no, there is some weakness today, but God, their relationship is so strong between energy and everything else, right? The inverse relationship, because everything is up today except for energy, except for oil, XLE, both down. Utility is also down today. So there's that safety trade coming off, and whoever just said it, I think it was Happy, buy everything. Yeah, you just one of those days. You just gotta close your eyes and hit the buy button.
I'm not a Crocs guy at all. Never have, never will. I'm more of a Teva and Keen kind of guy.
Joel, they don't sell. Do they sell Tevas in the U.S.? No. That's not. That's not. I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Naotes. You have any Naotes?
I do.
Oh, those are some high quality sandals.
I do. I do.
Those are good.
Actually, when I buy like Naotes and those kind of things, and Lisa always makes fun of me.
Yeah.
I always buy a black pair and a brown pair. Always, whenever I buy shoes, but haven't been buying shoes in the last couple years, so that's just a little hint into my wardrobe. You buy the brown, you buy the black, and you got everything covered.
I had a gray pair get ruined. They got destroyed in college, but I was sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's 3:55. We got 5 minutes left in the session. Yeah, sure. We can look at JP Morgan for RAG.
Yeah, I never did add it. I'm really kicking myself because I really like this in the 140s. I never did add it to any of my portfolios. So, yeah, I mean, it got away. It filled the gap. Now I'll look cheap again. I mean, I don't want to buy it up here. It's more, just gapping around. But no, I never did pull the trigger on it. 140 to 1. Yeah, I mean, it went down to 150 yesterday. So if you want to own it, maybe wait for a pullback to the lower 150s. VIAC, now that's your champ. That was the champ of the banks after kind of got, thrown out the baby with the bathwater and the bank earnings, but that came back all the way to 50. We talked about that $50 level. Now finding support at 47. I think the next time it gets up to that 50, Darcy blows. I mean, I don't see how many, that would be like the fourth time up, and there's no such thing as a quadruple top. So
I just noticed, pull up Zillow, Joel. We're now 3 days out from the earnings report. And this thing has gone from below 50 to 65 in that time.
Who's bullish the real estate market? Who's been bullish it?
You have.
I know. I don't own them. No, not going to buy them up here. Hope I don't revenge trade it and short it. Try and short it. But okay, Spencer. Out of these 4 charts here,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
you're grounded, Spencer.
What? I didn't even say anything, Joel. I didn't even say anything.
What chart looks the most interesting to you?
They all. No, I'm an equal opportunity guy, Joel.
No,
I don't play favorites like that.
I'll give you a hint.
Which chart looks the most interesting?
From a longer term perspective.
The monthlies looks pretty
Okay,
good.
there you go.
Pretty darn good to me because not only do the two are the lows relatively close, but the highs are even closer on those 3 candles. So,
Look at that.
Yeah, 3 highs. Look at that. I don't fit. What's that? February, January, December. Yeah.
Yep. 64, 65, 59, 64, 75, and 65, 56. Currently trading at 65.02. I have no position, not taking a long or a short now that I talked about it. But, I mean, those are the kind of... Folks, what was the monthly chart we were looking at yesterday? And I was talking about the monthlies. And I believe the stock was around 115. And I was looking at the monthlies, and I wanted to see what happened today. Chat, do you guys remember what it was? That stock from yesterday? Come on, you guys write down everything I say when I'm wrong.
I don't.
Yeah.
No?
Oh, gosh. I wish I could remember. Mitch, do you remember?
Wait, which show was it from, though?
I think it was from the afternoon show. Because I never get to talk during the morning show.
I don't know. All
right, we went up to that pre-market high, and missed it by a tick and a. Oh man, the sellers congregated there. 44.68, 67.75. Was it SE said chill monkey? Let me take a look. It wasn't. No, that's E. Was it SE? No, that wasn't it. No, it wasn't SC. I can't think of what it was. You guys will help. Oh, was it? No, it wasn't Square either. No, it was a monthly chart. Oh, all right, whatever. I'll keep looking.
Whatever. Anyway, we're about to close. There's 20 seconds left in today's session, and I feel pretty confident in saying that for just the 3rd time in the year 2022, the SPY is going to both open higher and close higher on the same day. Let's give ourselves a round of applause because we're there right now. Every major index will close up today, and there's our bell right now. Every sector in the green except for utilities and energy. Good day across the board on Wall Street. Buy everything is the theme of the day. All right, that's a wrap for At the Close. We're going to hop off here. Benzinga's Cannabis Insider Show is going live right now, followed by Money Mitch, followed by Benzinga Pro webinar, and we're going to be restreaming the Airbnb earnings call tonight at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. Everyone have a great rest of your day. Smash that like button. It's the one that looks like a thumb up.
They don't have a dislike anymore, do they?
No, you can still dislike us, but there's no counter, so we can't see. But anyone,
can they do it? So, like, can they have a like for me, and then a like for you, and a like for Dennis, and a like for Mitch? Can they do that?
You can use the Spencer emoji in the chat if you are a Benzinga.
You know what I heard?
What?
I heard they ran out of them.
No.
Yeah, they don't have them anymore. And now what you have to do is you have to purchase an NFT of the Spencer emoji, and they're going for like $49,000.
My pocket is as light as empty as it always is. So I'm not.
All right, Spence, great job. I hope I wasn't too hard on you today.
Have a good day, everyone. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Big day tomorrow, by the way. We'll tell you more about it.